let's just see where the market is actually settling in at for the day and whether you're seeing any move up coming in or not. But no, while we've made it back to the green, it's not a meaningful recovery by any means. Of course, there are names like a DLF, Siemens, MFSL, Godrej Properties, ABB, which are all propping up. And amongst the large caps, there's Adani Ports, Hero MotoCorp, Adani Enterprises, Bharti, which are also scaling higher, as is L&T. But banks, they continue to be beaten down. And Kunal, no resurrection there, no rebound there, right? HDFC, Axis, SBI, still status quo.
Yeah, the fact that these stocks were unable to break past about yesterday's high, even with the gap up, and these stocks making fresh swing lows for themselves after yesterday's sharp sell-off and today's bounce combined, I think that itself tells you that there's pronounced weakness into these stocks. The premiums dropping for many index futures, stock futures specifically, as well as the both the indices Nifty and Bank Nifty. I think that's also a bigger point of concerns. It also indicates that the markets are not just tilting towards shorts, but then there's also fresh additions of shorting, which is happening to these large cap private sector banking names. And I think it's now not just restricted towards HDFC Bank. I was actually looking at the charts for Axis Bank and IndusInd Bank. Even these stocks have shown mild fresh addition of fresh short positions. So maybe we could probably get into that spiral over the next couple of days, where many of these private sector banks can start to get into a sharpish correction over the next couple of days.
Right. Okay. So STBT trades then, Kunal, once again?
Yeah. So I think HDFC Bank remains to be a short even at current levels. And my sense is that the stock should ideally fall down towards the 1620, 1625 mark. So maintain the targets there for HDFC Bank. Stop loss I have trailed to now 1680 for traders who are initiating a fresh short at current levels. Gujarat Gas apparently is a stock which is looking attractive. The stock is now perched at 510, 515 levels. So would suggest a buy. Targets of 544, stop loss at 500.
Right. Naresh, what about your closing strategies or BTST trades?
So, two BTST trades more from the defensive side. First is a buy on Granules India, which has retested the breakout point and reversing. Stop loss at 408, target price of 420. Second is a buy on Bosch Limited. The stock continues to make new 52-week highs today. Good follow-up even in such markets. Stop loss at 22,600, target price of 23,200.
Okay, and with that, let's wind up for the day. Let me take it across to Vinny to find out how the closing is shaping up. Vinny?
So let's wind down, and when you look at the Nifty, nothing exciting that's happened in the last couple of hours for trading. Nifty was down and out in trade. 21,550 levels is what it's managing to hold on to of the day's highest point, closing near the day's lowest point. Sensex 2 similar trends, down holding on to gains of only 0.1% in trade. At one point of time, both the benchmark indices were up almost 1% in trade. Bank Nifty, that's the main cause of the decline coming in. Financials is where we saw the sharp fall coming in the last hour and a half, and that is what led to the fall as well. So when you look at an HDFC Bank, the heavyweight there, ICICI Bank, SBI, all of those names were the drags coming in from the Nifty banking space, and HDFC Bank also down almost 0.7% in trade. When you look at it in terms of other sectors, when you look at what is happening to the broader markets actually was something that was holding on to gains and managed to outperforming the benchmark indices, and that is why when you look at the advance decline ratio, still in the favor of advances versus the decline. Broader markets holding on to better strength than the benchmark indices. Other than that, Nifty IT, that gave up from the top sectoral gainer, now just holding on to some bit of a gain of 0.5% almost there for the Nifty IT. While in terms of Nifty Realty, that continues to be the top sectoral gainer. So see something like a DLF, that's holding on to some gains as well in today's trade. Nifty Realty up almost 2% as well. Looking at some of these auto stocks, Bajaj Auto, Tata Motors, TVS Motors, all have been in focus. Bajaj Auto still holding on to some bit of a gain after the buyback has been approved of around 4,000 crores as well. Other than that, Z, that again saw a decline coming in despite the clarification that came in from the company. We're seeing a decline still holding on for Z as well after a recovery. Yes, again back 7 to 8% downtick is what we're seeing for Z as well. Other than that, smaller names like an Inox Wind, that's holding on to a bit of a gain at one point of time. But as of now, also Inox Winds, Capside Infra, Bandhan Bank also came with a clarification where we saw a bit of a recovery coming in for Bandhan Bank as well. So yes, Bandhan Bank still managing to hold on to some bit of a gain there as well. So that's how the market roundup is looking like. Mainly the financials led to the fall in the last half an hour. Benchmark indices down, holding on to gains of 0.1%.